Hey guys, Chris here from Carolot Farm. Today is going to be a super busy day here on the farm, so let me tell you all about it. You might be wondering, what's going on today? Well, tomorrow my niece's horse Timber will be moving to the farm, and we have been doing so much work to get ready for her arrival. We still have to finish her run-in. Hopefully we'll get a roof on it today. We have fencing that we're repairing. We have troughs that need to be filled, gates that need to be hung. So there is a lot to do today. Before I start my crazy busy day here on the farm, with the help of several others who you will see, I first need to make sure that Sweetheart gets all of her medicine. She's already had breakfast. She ate her breakfast very well. She had SMZ, she had her allergy tabs, and she had her 1AC. But I still have to give her her albuterol inhaler. That's what I have here, and her Ventapulmin syrup. Sweetheart had a pretty significant allergy attack about a week ago, and we are still heavily medicating her, helping her to get through it. She's not 100%, and with all of the pollen that's been falling, it's been a challenging week, but I think so far she looks pretty good this morning, but I just need to give her her medicine, and then we'll check on her later on. I just love the handiwork that Rocky and Snuggles did to my fence over the winter. They were really hard on my fences, but if you look, her nostrils aren't near as flared. I'm listening. She doesn't sound as raspy or as gurgly as she did yesterday, so that's good. So like I told you, I'm gonna give her her medicines, find her fly mask, put a little fly spray on her, and then she gets to go and graze in the back field today. I really feel that no matter how busy or exciting the day is going to get, I want my mornings to be as normal as possible. I feel it's really, really important for the horses first and foremost. So now that everyone's been fed, Sweetheart has had all of her extra tending, I'm gonna now go and start showing you around because like I told you, there is a lot going on today. We have pulled down about 20 fence boards as of this morning that need repair. There are a few more like that crooked one that might come down as well. But in just a short bit, we'll start replacing boards. And you can hear my husband, he is still steadily working on that run-in. As of right now, the run-in is still roofless. We need to run to Lowe's, we need to get the plywood and all the other stuff. I think we have the felt paper, but we need the roofing materials, and then we need a couple of good hours to get that roof on. If not by the end of today, hopefully by lunchtime tomorrow. We'll see. I'm hoping that Timber comes in the afternoon because it will give us the morning just to do a few more finishing touches here and there. But there's still so much to do. She is gonna have such a nice grassy turnout. I'm sure Timber will be a very, very happy horse out here. As we wait for my brother and niece to join us, I am working to remove the fence boards that we've taken down. I'm just dragging them out of the field, one or two at a time. We don't want to drive the truck or the tractor through the field if we don't have to, because sometimes we end up putting ruts in the ground, and those are just not ideal. So doing it the old-fashioned way right now. I've got a few more to go, but again, there's so much to do. Another thing on today's to-do list is to get our hot wire fully functioning so that we don't have any more grazing through the fence. And we also hope to extend it up the perimeter fence of the larger field as well. Everyone's got their fly masks on. Putting those fly masks on the front horses, that was really the last of my morning tasks. Everyone's gotten really good about them. They actually come walking up to me because I think they do recognize that they certainly help. So that was good. But I'll say, you know, the reason we're kind of rushing today to get all of this done is originally we thought Timber would be coming closer to the middle of May. But, you know, as life happens, plans change, and it just made the most sense for her to come sooner rather than later. And that's why the big push today. It's beautiful, it's sunny, and I think we're gonna get a ton of work done. I'm not worried about that. But we hadn't originally planned on it being quite so early in the spring, but I think it's still the best thing. Time to scrub troughs. Now that we've finished filling troughs, it's time to fill in post holes. These posts we put in about 15 years ago, and some of them have a little bit of a washout or, you know, depression around them. So we are filling those holes in because all in all, the posts are in good shape. Now, some of them are warped and leaning, but that's just from the natural wear and aging of the wood. They were put in straight and they're still pretty darn secure. For a 15-year-old fence, this driveway side has aged a little better. We also work to carry boards out to all of the sections that will need to be replaced, trying to get ahead of the game. With so much commotion going on today, I'm sure Shenanigans and Lady are very curious what we're up to. Their field sits just beside all of the construction. Here we are preparing to cut the door out. My husband is just hard at work doing this and that. There are all these little teeny projects that still need to be finished up. And then of course there's the roof, like I told you. But the door has been opened up now. My brother was working on putting kickboards up, so it's been a real joint effort. As my husband continues to work on the run-in, it was then time to start putting those boards up. It's always best to have a partner when you're doing this, makes the work a lot faster. So being as there were 3 of us, aside from my husband, I hopped on the mower and I went ahead and I gave this field the first mow of the season. There's a lot of grass, but there's still a lot of weeds out here. Hey guys, we're making great progress, but there's still so much to do. Some of it might spill into tomorrow, but as you can see, we've got our sun shirts on, got our sun hats on. A lot's happening. It's just slow, slightly tedious work. But right now, the push is to finish all of the fencing out here, and then at least we know that will be safe and secure for when timber comes home. Well, like a lot of projects, this one did take longer than I think we originally had expected. But by the end of the afternoon, all of the new boards had been installed, and this was one thing off the to-do list. So my job right now is putting in our fence insulators. I've already pre-drilled the hole a little bit, and now I'll use the drill to finish it up. It's about 6:30. We are wrapping things up for the day. I'm feeding my horses now. We've been at it since I think close to 8 o'clock this morning, so it's been a long day. We still have a few more tasks to finish up in the morning, but after we feed, we're gonna go buy a few gates and then rest up because tomorrow is still another big day. I do want to give you a quick peek though before I head in. We mowed the front field. We've replaced a bunch of fence boards. I think it was 20 plus or minus. And then let me show you the barn. The barn is really shaping up. We've got kickboards up. We've got this little front overhang. So really all we have to do is get the sheathing and then get everything else ready for shingling. So that's the big thing tomorrow. Eventually, there is going to be a much larger barnyard that encompasses the barn here. All of these trees that have been kind of cleared and cut will be included. So that will be kind of phase 2, but phase 1 is just getting everything operational and safe before timber comes home tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me today. We got so much done. We still have a lot more to do though, and tomorrow is the big day. Timber will be coming home. So look for that video because we are all super excited to welcome her here to the farm. Bye guys.